Greetings all, Fanny here for Aries' daily oracle message. Oh, okay. The map had something to say to you, my friend. You have Magical Map Shifter and Stormy Fields. A wonderful pair of being able to find your way out of the storm and chaos, and my camera not being centered. Please stay still, tripod. I know you're a little derpy, but work with me. With Stormy Fields here, it always reminds me a little bit of Alice in Wonderland. It may not be a yellow brick road. Alice in Wonderland was not the yellow brick road. But just a big tornado here that comes and takes everything away. But there's still beauty amongst the things. While the house is being destroyed, they aren't there. They aren't affected by it because they have the intention and the intuition of knowing how to circumvent their situations. This actually reminds me of a story my mom told me from when she was like 8 years old. My mom and my aunt grew up in Florida, and the hurricanes are a very real thing down there. And because my mom put her foot down and demanded that they go in the opposite direction from the way that they were being told to go, she saved my grandmother and her sister and herself from being in the direct path of the hurricane. So while things might be being destroyed and taken apart, you are not there to be as affected by it. You'll be affected by the impact and the aftermath of it later, but in the mess of the storm, you are not being affected by it because you had the understanding to remove yourself. You had the intuition to get yourself out of that situation before everything came down around you. That is a very interesting message that came out. Yeah, but the magical map shifter has the ability to reorient their compass and to go in another direction. Where you may have felt like the stuck in the mud energy. Especially with the stormy field here. If you are stuck in the mud while the storm is coming, you could feel completely trapped. But I believe that you're moving on from that. You are making this slow, subtle, careful movements to get you out of this muck and this mess, so it's not going to continue to bring you back down. You're moving forward very wisely and powerfully. And you're not alone, because there's a bird on the back of the elephant there. And I can't remember off the top of my head what elephants remember, or what elephants represent. But maybe that is important for you to have heard, because my brain adamantly said, remember, when I could not. Yeah, so moving on from stuck in the mud, you're getting the movement and spirit of place. I love that because it is just further confirmation that you are moving on. You're not going around in circles anymore like the elephant here. You're having movement, and you're taking pride in the spirit of being in the now, in the present moment. Because that is where magic is, and that is what the spirit of place states, is being here in the moment with the magic of the earth. And allowing that to be your guide, allowing that to be your guardian and your leader through all of this. Because, especially if you have shifted and you have to reorient how your life is running and how things are working, if there have been power shifts and dynamic changes in your home or in your life, this could be from divorce, marriage, from... I don't want to mention this, but it is just coming to mind. If someone has passed recently and they held a specific figure in the home, everyone is scrambling, okay, what do we do now? You have the Wishing Well card that came out for you as well. And it's very interesting that there's this golden jester mask over it. So I would say in that, be careful what it is you wish for, because you don't know what is hiding behind the masquerade that people wear and what it is that you're desiring. If you really want something and you're wishing for it and you're praying for it, please make sure that you're doing so not out of a place of lack, not out of a place of greed, or not out of a place of trying to achieve a higher status. If you're wishing for something, I want you to wish for it because you feel like your soul needs it. Because it is something that would genuinely bring you joy and help you have the strength to move along your life's path. You have the Moonlight card here. So the world may seem very dark around you, but in the darkest of nights, you are your very own light. And that is where the brightest stars shine. is in the darkness. So I don't want you to be afraid. Yeah, look, there's a storm on that planet, on that moon. There's currently a storm occurring there. But she's not involved in the storm, yet it looks as though she's weeping, similar to what I was saying with the Storm Fields card. Is that the storm may not be affecting you immediately directly, but the aftermath of it will affect you. And I want you to be able to have your grounding and your firm foundation so it doesn't sweep you up and you don't get caught up in all of the emotions that is attached to it. That is a very specific message for someone. If you're going through the storm, especially if it has been because someone passed, my strength goes to you, my love. I have been there recently myself with my aunt passing and my cousin's father's passing. And so I understand that people are hurt, and I need you to understand that hurt people make hurt people. And they are probably reacting out of a wounded ego that is no longer having the support that they once had with the person that was lost. If that is the situation. If not, please also understand that egos have a stronger control over people who are not aware that it is a thing. People who are not aware that they are a three-dimensional, multifaceted being and just solely go through the world based on their surface level interactions. They're asleep, and arguing with the fool will only prove that there are two. Don't waste your time or your energy unnecessarily, my love, because it's just going to drain you. And you're worth more than that. Have a beautiful day, Aries.